Hello lovelies, in today's video we are making all manner of spreads right in the comfort of our home because we want to eat things that don't have preservatives or additives, just from pure natural ingredients. And the first thing we're going to make is peanut butter, and then after that we're going to make a lovely sort of Nutella type of spread that's chocolate and nutty. And the third thing we're going to make is orange marmalade, yum. And then we are going to make mango jam. Can you say yum times 2? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our peanut butter with the simplest of ingredients. You won't believe it. For our peanut butter, we are going to use peanuts. As you can see, I have quite a bunch of them, and also some salt, but the salt is going to come in a little bit later. So first we're going to wash these and then we're going to roast them in our oven. We're also going to do the same for our Nutella type of spread. So let's get that going. My oven is already preheating at 150, between 100 and 170 degrees centigrade. You don't want it to be too hot or too cold because it takes about 45 minutes. And we're going to turn them every 20 minutes until they're nice and done. Let's go. I use any type of peanuts to make peanut butter, and it's never failed me, honestly. And the first thing, of course, is to wash them because they've come from the market. I've picked through them and removed those suspect ones. Now just to wash them really well. And so easy, you guys, it's a no-brainer. Just pour them onto my baking sheet and spread them out evenly, and into the oven they go. After 20 minutes, I turn them, just, what do you call them, stir them a little bit and put them back. In total, they'll be in the oven for about an hour because I like them to roast slowly but evenly, making sure they get cooked through and through. And one way to know that they are done is when the skin easily peels off. They'll even start crackling a little bit. That's how you know that they are done and ready to come out of the oven. Like stone, I'm motionless in this world of stories. Oh, like stone, I'm fixed in a framework that is moving beyond my control. Like stone, I'm motionless in this world of stories. I found this hack of removing the skin to be so easy, where I just use this grocery bags that they use to wrap groceries for us in the supermarket and the market. But I've also used a dishcloth, which came out very well. It's just that they were spreading everywhere. This way, they stay in one spot. While they are still warm, not really hot but warm, I'm putting them in the blender with a pinch of salt and then blending. And you'll notice eventually after blending for a while, they will start to produce their own oil. But if you're in a rush like me, because I have a lot of spreads to make, I added a teaspoon of coconut oil to just fasten the process, but that is completely optional. My blender, because it's a question that people ask often, my blender is a ninja. You need a really, really strong blender to be able to do this. I used signature blender the other time I made a video about this. It did well, although that one, the blender itself died after about 1 year. So this one, I prefer Ninja, is a bit stronger than that, but even signature one could do. If you are liking this content, please remember to give us a thumbs up. On this channel, we really love to just make motherhood magical, whether it's cooking fantastic recipes, reducing our costs at home, cleaning, organizing, everything. If you would like to join our community, we love visitors and newbies. Welcome. And to my OG guys, hi, I'm so glad that you're here once again. Please give us a thumbs up. Let's continue. Lovers come, lovers go. When I traveled to the States in December of 2023, I bought these canning jars from Walmart. I have seen them enough times and I've always wanted to get into canning. The only issue is I really could not find canning jars in Kenya. I mean, I looked everywhere. I even went to second-hand shops, and I know a lot of guys says you should not use second-hand cans for canning, especially the lids. You should get new ones. Anyway. So I found them in Walmart. I bought them. They've been sitting there waiting for a day such as today. So I've washed them and I'm sterilizing them in boiling water. This is not regular glass, so it's not going to break when you put in boiling water. Boil them for about 10 minutes and then I'll leave them to dry on the counter as I continue making my peanut butter.
They all seem to change while I'm still the same. 'Cause I just can't let go, and there's no one to blame. It's just the way it is. Like stone, emotionless in this world of stories. Oh, like stone.
Yes, I also made some homemade bread because, I mean, hello, if I'm going to go through the whole process of making homemade spreads, I might as well enjoy it with homemade bread, you know. Just take the whole thing to a whole new level.
Lovers come, lovers go, and their hearts seem to change, but mine's still the same. 'Cause I still love them all, and my heart's not to blame.
Look at that smooth peanut butter. What? Oh my goodness. I must try this on some bread. In last week's video, I showed you how to make this sweet bread, the video on breakfast freezer meals, so check it out.
Friends will come, friends will go. They all seem to change while I'm still the same. 'Cause I just can't let go, and there's no one to blame. It's just the way it is. Like stone, emotionless in this world of stone.
And now let's make this delicious chocolate spread. And what we're going to need is very simple. It's not exactly like Nutella because it doesn't have hazelnuts and all that, but it is just as delicious. So here's what we're going to need. We're going to need roasted peanuts, and don't worry about the measurements, guys. Everything is going to be up on the website with the exact measurements and everything. So we're going to need roasted peanuts, and then we're going to need some powdered sugar or icing sugar. Here I have cooking natural cocoa. This one we actually got from Ghana when we had traveled. If you watch that video, it's right up there. But you can also use the brown Cadbury's cocoa, the one that doesn't have sugar. That works very well. And also a little bit of oil for the blending process. I'm using coconut oil only if you need it. And that's it. So let's get straight into the blending process because we have already done the roasting. You've already seen how we did the roasting, so it's the same thing. And while the peanuts are still warm, we're going to blend everything together. Let's do it. So what I'm making is definitely not Nutella. Is it Nutella or Nutella? I don't know. Let me know how you pronounce this because I never know whether I'm doing it the right way or not. Anywho, it's just a nice chocolate spread that is full of nutty goodness. Because, I mean, can you go wrong with chocolate? I mean, where? How? In which world can you even go wrong with chocolate, you know? So let's just make it. The process is basically the same up to the point where we roast the peanuts and remove the skin and blend them. Then after making the peanut butter, I'm definitely just going to add the cocoa powder and the powdered sugar, and that's it. Blend together and you've got this delicious, gooey, chocolatey goodness.
Like
Oh my goodness, this is so gorgeous. The kids are definitely going to love all this chocolatiness. It's time to take a taste test, and it is spreading so easily. What?
I'll be here forever.
These two spreads, the peanut butter and the chocolate spread, should last about 3 to 4 months in the fridge. We can even push it sometimes to 5 or 6 months, but ours has never lasted that long, you guys. It always just goes out.
Lovers come, lovers go, and their hearts seem to change, but mine's still the same. 'Cause I still love them all, and my heart's not to blame. It's just the way it is.
We have been having a very yummy, delicious mango season, and it is coming to an end, and now we're going to the orange season. But I decided before the mangoes go completely out of season and I have to wait for an entire year, I should make some mango jam, which is so easy and so delicious. This jam lasts for a good several months if you put it in a sterilized container, and also if you want, you can put it in your fridge. So we're going to be enjoying delicious mangoness for a while. Mangoness. I don't know where my tongue is today, so let me show you what I'm going to use. So I have a bunch of mangoes here. I've already washed them. As you can see, they're not looking the healthiest. The season is coming to an end, but I'm sure I'm going to get some nice mango flesh from here. Plenty of sugar again, because this is jam. It has to be sweet, and the sugar helps to preserve it, guys, so you can't reduce it too much. And also our lemon juice here. So the first thing, I want to chop this up.
I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into.
As I said, the sugar in jam is useful not only for sweetness, of course, because we love the sweetness of jam, but it also helps the jam to last longer. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I know you're about to be shocked by the amount of sugar that will go into our mango jam. So please do not be alarmed. You can reduce it a bit, but not too much. Otherwise, it's going to affect how the mango jam turns out and how long it lasts as well.
That everything is gonna be alright.
I'll put the chopped mangoes, sugar and lemon juice into the pot and cook it on a fire, bring it to a boil, and then reduce and boil over a low heat, sort of like a simmer, stirring occasionally until it thickens to the consistency that I desire. Normally this takes between 30 minutes to an hour, but it's so important to keep stirring so that it doesn't stick. To know whether the mango jam is done, I'm going to drop a drop of it onto a chilled plate. This plate has been in the fridge for about an hour, so it's nice and chilled. And just what I do is, once I've put it on the plate, I just pull my finger across to draw a line. And if the two sides do not immediately come together and merge, that's how I know it has gelled nicely. But remember, as it cools, it's also going to thicken. So yeah, this is a nice day. I know this one is ready now. Look at that. My goodness, look at that mango jam. And one thing I'd also like to add is, if you're going to try and make this, and I highly recommend, remember to cut your mango pieces into really small pieces, because as you can see, they don't really disintegrate as you cook them. So you don't want them to be too big chunks, but I'm okay with this one. Wow, this is so good.
You through, 'cause we only want what's best for you.
Now I am making orange marmalade. This is my best sugary spread of all times. I actually prefer marmalade to jam. But let me show you what I am using. I'm going to use sugar, and then I'm going to use lemon juice, and then I'm going to use oranges. Now, I know you are seeing the oranges. I have two types. So let me explain. Now, the whole idea of making my own marmalade is, one, so I can have something natural that I've made in the house without preservatives and anything else. And number two, so I can save me some coins. Now, the reason why I have more of the green oranges than the orange ones is because these are native and naturally grown here in Kenya, so they're more affordable. These ones are imported. But as green as they may be, imagine they're just as tasty. And I had to cut to just confirm that they are tasty, and I can confirm that they're very tasty. Maybe not as sugary, but I don't mind because we're actually going to be adding sugar. So that's it. And maybe not as juicy, so I'll use more of these than if I was using these ones, but it's fine. I'm happy for the trade-off. Now, I added these ones. I went to the supermarket and bought these ones because I actually need the zest. And I want it to be orange zest, not green zest in my orange marmalade, because the zest is the skin, okay? This skin is orange, so it's gonna go quite well compared to these ones, okay? So these ones I bought mostly for the zest, but we're going to have quite a bit of juice from these ones. Let me prove it to you. Another thing we are going to need is water. Now, I haven't shown you water here because you know how water looks like. And also, the amount of water I'm going to use depends on how much orange juice I'm going to get. Generally, the ratio of orange juice to water to sugar is, let me confirm with my notes, 1 part orange juice, 2 parts water, and 2 parts sugar. Okay, so you have 1 cup of orange juice, I'll put 2 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar, and for each cup of orange juice, I put a tablespoon of lemon juice. That's it, but as I said, all these recipes will be found in the website. Now, let's get to making the marmalade. I'm removing the skin of the oranges because I need the zest. And then I'm going to cut it into thin strips because I like, you know, when you scoop the store-bought marmalade and you see those nice flecks of orange skin in there. I really, really love that. Then I am peeling the oranges and cutting them into quarters because I want to juice them. If I had all the imported orange mangoes, I would most likely just peel and cook the whole of the mango without having to juice. But these green ones, I find that their fibers inside are they're so thick and tough that even once you cook them, they won't disintegrate. So that's why I want to go for juice. But if you have the nice orangey imported ones, I think you can get away with just cutting the whole orange into pieces and putting it in there. Of course, removing the skin, please. We've had this juicer for years. Actually, when we got married, I found my hubby with it. So we've had it for more than 20 years. 20 years. How long have we been married? 12 years, goodness. But it still works, which is amazing. We rarely use it now because juicing is one of those things that people go through phases and then you forget. So I'm so happy that it can still come in handy in times such as this.
You are having a hard time right now.
Once I've scooped the foam from the orange juice, I need to measure how much orange juice we actually got, because that's going to determine how much water I'm putting in the marmalade and also how much sugar and also how much lemon juice.
Feel all alone in this world.
To make the marmalade, I'm putting everything, all the ingredients apart from the sugar, in a large pot and bringing the whole mixture to a boil. And then I just want to simmer it for about 45 minutes to an hour until you see these small pieces of orange zest that we have put, until they are tender. And then once they're tender, that's when I'm going to add our sugar. A lot of sugar, because it is important, as we have already mentioned. I'm going to start it until it is completely dissolved and then keep boiling again. Now this time at high heat. until it really starts to thicken, and I'm going to do again the gel test on the plate, as you will see.
Be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through.
This marmalade has really given me a hard time because I'm supposed to have removed it after like an hour and a half or 2 hours of boiling, but it kept looking so runny that I thought something was wrong. I thought I had made a mistake. So I actually realized now that I have overboiled it. So I don't know how it's going to look like, but I love the color. It's like liquid gold. And yeah, let's wait and see how it turns out.
I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us.
But before we go there, I want to show you the miracle of my marmalade. Guys, last night when I was going to bed, I was so stressed because I was like, this marmalade was a waste. I've wasted so much ingredients because it was looking so runny. But check this out, guys. Look at it. It's completely set. Look. And it wasn't like even in the fridge. I just left it on the dining table, and oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I'm so glad, because I was like, what did I do? Look at it, guys. Yay! So if you're interested in this recipe, just don't be deceived by the runniness of it all. It's good. We're all good. We're on track. Yay! I am so excited that my marmalade actually survived. It is now so thick. So clearly, next, if you're going to try this, please follow the instructions. Just boil it maximum 2 hours. It should be done. Even if it looks how runny, it's going to be okay. Now it's time for me to can my goods, because I've left them to cool on the counter overnight. So it's time to put into my canning water. I have put a towel at the bottom of this pot. Guys, very important when I'm canning with boiling water, because I don't want the containers to hit the bottom of the pot as they boil, because now that might cause them to crack. Okay,
Feel all alone in this.
so the canning basically just is boiling the marmalade and the mango jam in the cans for 10 minutes and then leaving them to cool down, and then putting them in the pantry. Once I have canned, I don't need to put them in the fridge, and this can last up to 12 months, by the way, outside of the fridge when it's unopened. So that's why I love it, because I'm trying to save space in my fridge.
I know that you were happy.
Look at my babies. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I am so glad this has come out so well. Please let me know what you think down below. Remember to check out this video over here, because I'm explaining about how to make freezer meals, breakfast freezer meals that will go very well with all the spreads that we have made today. So I'll see you over there. Bye.
Alone in this